I believe they will show and expose the real effective exchange rate to the currency, and there will be a period of time they're going to monitor and adjust. Doesn't matter what the exchange rate is. They have to make adjustments. Things change in societies and cultures. Once you see the HCL, you will see the new exchange rate. They have to go hand in hand, the same way your lower notes need a new exchange rate. They also have to go hand in hand. Parliamentary Oil Committee expects to approve the oil and gas law during the current parliamentary session. International Development Bank achieves a net profit of 74.4 billion dinars, quote 30 billion dinars profits of the regional commercial bank until the third quarter. Abdul Hussein al-Yaziri, a member of the Iraqi Parliamentary Finance Committee, 2014 will witness the deletion of zeros from the Iraqi currency. He noted that the deletion will occur in coordination with the CBI, and that as a result of the project, the number of banknotes in circulation will be reduced from 4 billion to 1 billion. Opening of cash centers as planned is another method to reduce the note count, as stated in this past Delete the Zeros article snippet. Question: don't you love these bank centers opening in Iraq? The corrupt weren't percenting the Iraqi people for many decades. But now the government, Sudani, along with the CBI, have their banks under control. These centers will be paid a percentage for every account that is opened, for every zero note that is brought in, to have total control over the monetary reform process. The IQD rate on the QFS is $3.96 marks, that is well within the range that I am expecting to see. Iraq exports goods to China worth about $30 billion in just 9 months. The reconstruction of a war-torn country is massive. If you've been invested in this for a long period of time and done your research, you know back in World War II we had Germany, Japan. What happened to those countries? They got destroyed, sadly, but they build them back to powerhouses. Iraq's going to be another powerhouse. The development road is going to support that. It's going to be huge. What did Dr. Sabibi want in order to bring forth the new exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar to remove the 3 zeros sanctioned program rate? Stability and security. Banks were still being nasty, they were still selling dollars under the table at a ridiculous exchange rate. Isn't what Jesus was mad about were the money exchangers ripping off the innocent people? Yeah, that's what I'm mad about, because it has delayed my investment. But no more. Do you agree Sudani has control of his banks? He shut down over 100. And bringing in these centers that he is controlling with Alaq from Central Bank of Iraq. Iraq Trade Bank opens a new branch in Baghdad. The Iraqi Trade Bank's goal is to expand into other incomes outside of oil revenue, and loans for those businesses. This is part of the deep commitment Iraq has given to diversify its economy so it can justify a higher rate. It's all in their white papers. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani chaired the 43rd regular session of the Council of Ministers today, Tuesday. A statement from his office received by Al-Maluma agency stated that today's session, which was held under the chairmanship of al-Sudani, discussed the general conditions of the country, and followed up on various files, especially economic, developmental and service files, including those related to implementing the priorities of the government program, and discussing the items included on the agenda, and taking the necessary decisions regarding them. In confirmation of al-Sudani's interest in Iraqi students, sent to international universities, the latter directed adding an amount of 62 billion dinars to the 2025 budget tables to support those sent on scholarships, in order to provide the requirements to complete their studies. In the context of infrastructure projects, the Council of Ministers approved the exemption of the project to pave the oil pipeline road located south of Baghdad, within the prohibitions, affiliated with the Ministry of Oil/Oil Pipelines Company, from Cabinet Resolution 24,600 of 2024, due to the presence of a number of schools on both sides of it, reaching the Al-4 residential neighborhood, which serves a large segment of employees and citizens. In addition to the road in the smooth movement of vehicles for the work of monitoring and maintaining oil pipelines and the movement of patrols to ensure their protection, and authorizing the Prime Minister to exempt from the aforementioned resolution for future cases. In the course of following up on the oil sector projects, the Council approved changing the method of the contract for the construction of the hydrogenation unit, an improvement of investment gasoline project with a capacity of 12,000 barrels/day in Kirkuk Governorate, from the investment method of build, own and operate BOO, to the method of build, operate and transfer ownership/boot, provided that the price of $23 is adopted as a fee for refining 1 barrel. According to what was proven by the Ministry of Oil,